Now, this is gonna alarm everyone, but Randy Travis. Hey, what? What? And we actually like Randy Travis, too.
We do. We love Randy Travis.
He's a great guy, great talent, and, you know,
there you go.
Hey, we didn't even think about it.
See? That's it.
How do you describe success now? I mean, you know, it must have been surreal to be sitting, you know, with Randy. Did he say a little pitchy for me, dog? At all? No?
Dog part for sure.
Yeah, some of the things that you have done in your life and the success that you've had, what was the moment where you said, wow?
Well, I tell you, for me, I describe success, first of all, as being able to do things because you want to, not because you have to.
Yeah.
There's a tremendous amount to be said for that, you know, and I'm at a real good point in my life right now. I have a basic 3 criteria that I use for everything that I do at this point in my life. And I have to have 2 of the 3 met before I do them. Those 3 things are, it has to be something that elevates the career in some way or another, or takes my music to some place where it's never had an opportunity to go before. It has to be something maybe that pays me a tremendous amount of money, undeniable amount of money, or it has to be a whole lot of fun. And if 2 of those 3, it has to be 2, it can't just be 1, 2 of those 3 criteria are met, then I do it. If they're not...
So why the hell are you sitting here?
It's fun talking to you.
That's only 1 of the 3.
Well, yeah, but it's taking me to some places where I might not normally get to go.
On a cable news program, yeah. It ain't all that much. So you have, are you a happy man?
Oh, man, extremely happy.
Secret to happiness?
I think, first of all, finding out who you are as a person and finding out that...
Let me stop you there. Can you be happy without knowing who you are?
I don't think so.
Can you know who you are without the downward spikes, without trials?
No, I don't think so. I don't think you can ever get to the mountaintop without going through a few valleys. It's just the way it works. And for me, you know, all of that time, that's why I said earlier, I think the time that I spent, you know, all the womanizing and all the, you know, the partying and this, that, and the other, in a way, I'm sort of thankful for that, because now, you know, I'm celebrating a 10-year anniversary this year with my wife. We've been together 10 years. Thank you. And we've actually been together.
I mean, what the hell is she doing with you? Look at that.
I know.
I mean, no offense, but...
I'm married way over my head.
Way over your head. That's the money talking there, I'll tell you that.
Marry up, dog. Marry up. But you know, for me, it's all about you know, I know I've got friends of mine, people that I know, that really feel like they missed out on something at some point in their lives, and maybe feel trapped, or maybe feel, you know, in a situation that they don't feel comfortable in because they didn't get a chance to, quote unquote, sow their wild oats or do this or do that. And for me, I know exactly what I'm missing. Nothing. Because I lived it. And I think it makes me a better father. I think it makes me a better husband, because I know now what's out there, and I can't say, oh, I never experienced that. I never had a chance to do that. I did it all. All of it. And, you know, I think it made me certainly a stronger person, and hopefully a better person.
When we called you, I don't know when we set this up, but just recently we called you and said, you know, want to bring you in, want to put you up in a nice hotel and everything else. And, you know, I mean, it's CNN. It would have been a Holiday Inn at least. It wouldn't have been the Express. It would have been the full-fledged Holiday Inn. You said, no, I'll just stay on my bus. My first thought was, how sweet is the bus? It's got to be pretty nice. What everybody said in the office is, Glenn, this is who this guy is. He's just like, no, I don't want to put anybody out. I don't want to. How have you stayed connected? Is it your wife? Is it your kids? How have you stayed connected?
Wife and kids for sure, but even more important than that, I think, good family. You know, in spite of all the negativity that I may have dealt with as a child growing up, the fact of the matter is, look, my parents were both, there was no question in my mind that they were both doing everything in their power, always, to look out for my best interest, to look out for my well-being. And there's no question that both my parents are as proud of me now and as happy with what I've been able to accomplish. And, you know, just they taught me, I think more than anything else, they taught me don't ever get above your raising. And they still to this day. Well, get above your raising. There's an expression in the South that we use a lot, getting too big for your britches. You start thinking, you start buying your own ticket, thinking you're Mr. Superstar. Let me tell you something. If I ever went around my parents, both of them still living, thank God. If I went around either one of my parents, ever, with some sort of attitude that they didn't recognize, somebody besides Travis shows up. Looks like Travis. Sounds like Travis, but it's not Travis, because that's not the son we raised. They would not hesitate 1 second to snatch me back into reality and bring me back down to earth. And I think that's being grounded is really important for me.
Did you ever talk to your dad and say, Dad, you told me I shouldn't do this, I couldn't do this. You know, everybody you met was a drunk or lazy. Did you ever
I didn't have to have that conversation because, first of all, having that conversation I felt like would be sort of me trying to rub his face in it. I think it was very obvious to me very soon after I started having success that my father realized that he was mistaken. And once again, I don't think he ever...
I don't think it was... Yeah, I mean,
it was ever malicious. It was never malicious.
There's a difference between doing the right thing and trying to, in your level of understanding or whatever, and saying this is what the right thing is, and then being malicious about it.
Absolutely.
And obviously, with the man that you have turned out to be, they're good folks.
Well, they are.
Final moments. We have some rapid fire questions for country legend Travis Tritt. Next.
Well, now I guess I should have listened.